Seriously, one of the things that I love to do most is teaching. I love to teach. I enjoy it because I know I'm imparting knowledge. I'm giving people information. Anyways, welcome back to this class. My name is Dej Gotila, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can have, the next video pop up on your phone. Then you can watch it as fast as possible so you can try and practice more. You can know more because what I'm giving you here will really help you. No doubt about that. I'm sorry I couldn't give you, I couldn't razzmatazz with you. I couldn't, show who I am deeply because the exam is so close and this is not well prepared for. I'm so sorry, but at the same time, you will get the best from me. See, today, in this class, I want to tell you how comprehension passage became easier for me. In those days, when I'm to do comprehension passage. By the way, before I go deep into this, don't forget to check all the videos so you can learn about essay writing, letter writing. I've done that, and I will do about the oral English later. And if I have time, I will talk more. I will do more about the grammars. The grammars, I love people, like the way I tackle grammar, I will tell you. Don't let me waste time on that. So now, comprehension passage, how did I make comprehension passage easy for me to answer? In those days when I have to answer comprehension passage, this is one thing that is so sure for me. I will be dizzy, and the next thing you say is that I'm kind of sleepy. I might not be sleeping because it's an exam, but I'm sleepy. I get tired by the time I'm done with the exam. If that's the last thing I have to do, comprehension passage, I'll be tired when I leave the exam hall. But you know what? If it's not comprehension passage, if it's grammar or oral English, nigga, what do you expect? I'll be bouncing when I'm leaving because I know what I will do, because I will do well. But how did this become easier for me? I don't know which of my teachers, but the teacher who taught me this did a great job, and I appreciate you for that forever. Yeah, forever. So how did he teach me? So I said comprehension passage. Okay, before what he taught me, let me tell you. The first thing is when you say comprehension passage. So it is a passage, it's a story, it's a topic that is discussed, it's something you need to read. But when they say comprehension, forget about this comprehension, forget about the Sean and bring a D. Bring a D. So the spelling is not correct. Comprehend. So it means comprehend. When you say comprehend means understand. Are you comprehending? Are you understanding? Do you comprehend what I just told you? Do you understand what I just told you? Excuse me, let me take water. So, do you understand what I just told you? I'll have to open my water like this. So maybe because I'll be able to know it's mine. Thanks for that. So, you want to know, they want you to understand that passage. They want you to understand the topic we're talking about. They want you to understand this story. Most importantly, most often, oftentimes, what usually comes in this passage is not just a story, but sometimes they want it to be a topic that they will teach people. Do you understand this topic? Can you summarize the topic? Sometimes it comes as a story too, then do you understand it? But it's not just a common story. It could be a story that has to do with the topic. Then you have to, blend both together. They want you to understand it. So understanding is what matters. So they will tell you, read the passage, underline some keywords there, and go to the question and answer. That's fine. That's beautiful. Because they want you to understand. And some people will tell you, hey, see, the moment you're able to pick this, read and understand, it's easy for you to go to the questions and answer them. That's fine. But I will tell you 2 reasons we don't do well in this. 2 reasons. If these 2 reasons are not sure, if they're not true, forget about this video. Don't watch any of the videos again. But this is the problem. How would you know if it's true or not? A lot of people won't tell you if it's true or not. So this is it. I will tell you it's true. And you will know yourself it's true. Number 1, tension. Tension is the number 1. You're going for an exam. You want to pass English, almighty English. You want to make it. You want to be successful. You want to score good grade. Because this is one of the courses they need for you to have an admission into whatever course you want to study. Even if you want to study mathematics, you're not gonna do English again in your life. Maybe. And they still want you to have a good grade in English. So you don't want to fail it. You have tension on you already because you don't know what's gonna happen. Tension, examination tension. Everybody, most people have it. Don't let me say everybody, but most people have it. So if you have a tension, you're like, you're scared. By the time you get to the place, even if it's simple, the tension is still something in your body, and for that reason, you're not comported, you're not composed to answer the questions. So that's number one. Then number two, after tension, when it has to do with comprehension passage, the next thing is that you forget what you read before you get to the questions. Tell me, what should I say? I mean, I just want a word like tension for this. Let me say forgetfulness. You know why? Because the passage is much, like 5 paragraphs, 6 paragraphs sometimes. JAMB is worst, it goes far, like 7, 8 paragraphs. Yes, even 4 paragraphs you might not really understand. Another thing that would help this is the vocabularies. Before you solve the vocabularies to get what they're talking about, it becomes an issue. If the tension is on you, then you forget what you're reading. Like, cause your mind is somewhere else. How would you do it? So let me tell you, you will kill this and kill this. Like the primary reason, primary reason for comprehension passage, failing comprehension passage or not doing well in comprehension passage is the tension. Tension is what makes you forget sometimes. In fact, most times. Like you have the tension, like, you don't know, you could have some reasons, some issues personal to you that would make you forget, yes. But, and another reason, let me say 3. Number 3, some of us are slow readers. Slow readers. By the time you're done with the 4 or 5 paragraphs, you forget what you're reading, the tension is there, and you want to go answer the questions. And you're like you're sweating, you're cold. Yeah, that's it. You forget what you're reading, tension is on you, and again, you're a slow reader. If you're a slow reader, you don't go fast as you're supposed to go fast. And even when you're a fast reader, you go too fast, you forget or you don't assimilate. This could be forgetfulness or assimilation. Assimilation. If you don't assimilate it, what happens? You don't understand it. So, but how do you make this a bygone from today? Like from today, this is how to do it. Forget about the comprehension. They want you to read and understand. But it's not only for you to read and understand. They want you to give them a good answer. They want you to provide answers to their questions. So in each question, a good answer for each question needs to be provided. How do you get this done? So when they give you the comprehension passage, what you need to do is forget about the comprehension passage, go to the questions. Questions. That's the biggest thing you could do, best thing you could do. Go to the questions, pick the questions one after the other. Don't rush. Don't rush. Pick question 1, go to the passage. If you can keep 3, 4 questions on your hand, that's cool. Keep them there. If you can keep the whole questions, keep them there. But I would advise you just pick 2 questions. Go read the passage. When you read the passage, anything that has to do with the first question, underline it. That has to do with the second question, underline it. Then move to the next one. Go get another 2 questions, come back there, underline it. Yeah? But not just underline, right? This could be number 2. This could be number 1. And sometimes you won't get it here, you get number 1 here. Then you go back, you get 3 and 4, you come in and you discover this is 4. Yes, like you wouldn't underline it before you get there. And when you're reading, you get, oh, you saw something close, like because you're reading, because you have something in your mind. And you saw something that has to do with it, then you pick that, number 4. When you're done, you go read them again and bring them into the questions, click them. If they click, you win, that's all. We just answered comprehension passage, and that's all. That's all. I'm telling you. What they want you to do is not write stories, not to reproduce the story, but answer the questions. And the answers to the questions are in the comprehension passage. So they want you to read the comprehension passage understand it, and provide answers to the questions. But you have the questions already, go to the questions, then go to the comprehension passage. Read the questions, write them somewhere. You have it, you don't need to rewrite them. Just 2 questions outlined, go to the comprehension passage, paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Then if paragraph 3 is talking like something that has to do with question 1, write 1 there. You read it, you get it done, and that's all. That's how to answer a comprehension passage. Let me tell you why you need to do it this way. It's like you go to the store, they tell you, okay, let me just say one of you watching this video, just come to this board and tell you what, I'll just read them. After reading them, then I ask you, how many A's do we have there? How many letter A's? How many letter A's do we have on this board? So how many letter C's? No, don't check them and tell me. Let me cover it. How many letter A's do we have here? How many letter C's do we have? How many letter N do we have? Can you tell me? Then, okay, it's 5 questions they will usually ask you. How many G's do we have there? And which letter do I pick? Let me pick S. How many letter S's do we have there? That's it. You can tell me. But now wait. Let me leave the board. Now tell me, how many C's do we have? How many S's do we have? How many A's do we have? How many G's do we have? How many N's do we have? Now take your time, watch them, and tell me. Can you answer that? That's the difference. The first time you came, you read it, I covered it, and I told you, tell me how many A's, how many S's, how many C's. You couldn't answer. Now I tell you, this is the page, you're going back to this page, and you're going to tell me how many A's, how many S's, how many C's, and how many G's we have, how many N's we have. What would you do? You are able to know, you know already what you're going there to do. It's like your mom tells you to go to the kitchen and bring her food. You get to the place, you couldn't find any food, or you saw a lot of food. You saw rice, everything was served. No one has a specific plate. I know we do have specific plates. Like this is for dad, this is for mom, this is for, but it's just the same plate. And mom says, my food is in the kitchen, bring it for me. You get to the place, you find a place of rice. You don't know which exactly is mom's. Fine, you could pick anyone, and if you get to the place, mom will say, oh no, that's not my food, take it back. Oh, but your name is not written on your food. How would I know your food if your name is not written on your food? And mom tells you, okay, my food has 2 meats. Or if every food there has 2 meats, but one has chicken and beef. And says, okay, when you get there, mine has a chicken and a beef. Or let's say everything has chicken and beef. Like if you get to the place, because everything will look the same until you take time to check it, because you know what you're looking for. You say, okay, mine has beef and beef, no chicken. Or mine has chicken and chicken, no beef. Then you know, oh, this is what she's talking about. That's it. So if you don't know what you're looking for, you're just there wandering, you're just there, merry-go-rounding, or what do they call it, you're just there walking up and down. You don't know what you're looking for. We just answered the comprehension passage in 5 minutes. That's it. That's it. That's it. So thank you for joining me again today. Don't forget to share this video with whoever you know would need it, and at the same time subscribe, so when I bring out the next video, you will know it and you will get it.